Karin Holtsch works at the European Parliament. Her days are long. She often doesn't get home until well into the evening. One time on her way home, a man grabbed her purse and ran off just 50 meters from her front door. She lost her cell phone, her wallet and her passport.
You assume that an area like this is relatively safe, but I've had my apartment broken into as well. You know that crime is a problem, but you never think it'll happen to you.
Karin Holtsch is an Austrian citizen and lives near the office blocks of the European Commission and the Parliament. During the day, it's a very busy area. The bars and restaurants are full of diplomats and bureaucrats. But in the evening, the streets are quiet. Angelika Niebler is a member of the European Parliament. She was attacked right near the Parliament, thrown to the ground, kicked and her purse stolen. Local residents called the police, but they never turned up.
The police didn't respond at all. I phoned up the next day to ask if I could report the attack, whether someone would come, and they just laughed. These crimes are just ignored.
Angelika Niebler says the Brussels authorities are not doing enough to ensure the safety of the city's residents. She's now calling for more police on the streets. But local government officials say if the EU wants increased security, it will have to foot the bill.
The police are financed by the citizens of the city. I can't take police from other parts of the city just to do the European Parliament a favor. We need to find a balance that is realistic and consistent and which demonstrates as much solidarity as possible.
A central office is to be set up where victims of violent crime in the district can seek help. But that still doesn't address the causes of the problem, such as the huge social divide between the wealthy foreigners who work for the EU and those who live in the more deprived areas of Brussels. Molenbeek is one example. It's home to a high proportion of immigrant families and is subject to high unemployment. The future for most looks bleak here. In September, gangs of youths clashed with police. 9 officers were injured.
If there were fewer economic problems, less unemployment and more educators, more initiatives for young people, there would be fewer problems.
Local residents argue the same problems exist elsewhere. But no one wants to be seen talking to a camera team. A young man is ready to give us an interview, but not out on the street. He says the police are partly to blame.
Some of them behave like cowboys. Take your hands out of your pockets. Don't speak like that. Do as you're told. So things can escalate rapidly.
But the local crime prevention officer lays the blame on the city's urban development policy, which he says has gone adrift.
What we're seeing in Brussels is certain popular districts becoming very chic and yuppies moving in. That drives out the local population. And then the affluent stay in these districts, sealing themselves off from the outside world.
Jean-Philippe Parain was also attacked, not in one of the wealthy districts, but in a popular nightlife area. He put up no resistance, handing over his laptop, BlackBerry and wallet. A French citizen, he's lived in several European cities and says he's become hardened to urban life.
I was a little surprised that it could happen on a summer evening near a busy area. I don't consider Brussels a dangerous city. Maybe I wasn't cautious enough. Next time I'll park further away and come on foot.
Parking elsewhere, taking the bus or a taxi, many EU workers are trying to minimize the risks. But no one in Brussels expects any major improvements anytime soon.